To calculate the relative atomic mass of an element, we need to use the following equation. So AR equals the relative atomic mass. And for each of the isotopes, we need to know its mass and its percentage abundance. And for each one, we multiply the mass and the percentage abundance and then do it for the next one and the one after until we've covered them all. And we add those together before dividing by 100. So an example is chlorine. Chlorine is a mixture of 75% chlorine 35 and 25% chlorine 37. So it's only got two isotopes. So this is, we don't need to use that one there. So this is going to be our equation here. So AR equals the relative. So we have the mass of the isotope chlorine 35 times by 75% plus the mass of chlorine 37 times by its abundance, relative abundance, and that's all divided by 100. And that comes out, hopefully when you put it into the calculator, do it like that, you'll get the right answer, which is 35.5. Now it's really important here that you use brackets in your calculation. Ideally you'll have a scientific calculator and you'll use the brackets like that. If you put the calculation in just without the brackets like this, so 35 times by 75 plus 37 times by 25 divided by 100, you will get that answer. Now that answer should be ringing alarm bells because you can check your answers quite easily by referring to the periodic table, and you'll see on the periodic table that chlorine has a relative atomic mass of 35.5. Another indication should be that the average should really be, if it's only got two isomers, it'll be somewhere between those two isomers. And if it's got more than two isomers, it'll be somewhere between the two extremes of the masses of the isomers. Can you just cheat and just take it off the periodic table? Well, generally no, because what the examiners will generally do is ask you to do it to a certain number of decimal places. At A level, we tend to use one decimal place for the relative atomic masses on the periodic table, so they often ask for either two decimal places or four significant figures. Okay.